Hey ladies, it's StylesbyReeRachelle here with another hair tutorial, and today we are doing Tuesday's transformationals. Okay, so we about to transform this hair right quick because this does not make any sense right now. Like, look, my client, she got her hair done at least like 3 weeks ago, and she came in to get a retouch. I offer this service to all my girls that need the retouch. You don't want to take your sewing out. You can retouch and get your closure fixed up. So that's what we're doing today. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is just take off this closure. Taking off this closure so I can wash it, get all that gooky stuff off of the closure, make it new, wash it, make sure that, all the product is off. As y'all can see, the cap is not even on there for real. Like, it didn't slid back along with the closure. So that's when you know that you need a closure retouch. Some of the girls get closures done and they do not get their retouch, but I recommend this service when you want to, prolong your sew-ins. Like, why not? So I'm going to continue to take off this hair and I'm going to place a new cap on there. Now, as y'all can see, I sewed down the perimeter and I'm just going to cut off the excess stocking cap off of the perimeter of the hair and apply a little bit makeup. What I use for the front of her hair so that it can be adhesed down is got to be gel. I try to steer from my bad, y'all know what I'm talking about. Steer from alcohol because alcohol, it dries up the scalp, and I'm not trying to dry my client's scalp out and all that good stuff. The adhesive we are using boho, and y'all know I love boho, and sometimes I use the extreme, but today I'm just using a regular one. So for the coatings of my got to be, I don't know why I keep on saying got to be, but the coatings for my Ghost Bond Bold Hold is 3 to 4 coatings, okay? And right here is the closure. I like to, get my pressing comb and just press it out and make sure all the hair that I pluck, because sometimes I do pluck the closure over because, sometimes you have to cut off excess lace. So you do have to do a little bit customization when the client does come again to get this service done. So I'm going to make sure that the glue is dried. It's a little air dried out right now. I'm going to apply the blow dryer just to dry it out. Alright, so now that it's dry, it's time to apply that lace, okay? So as y'all can see that the glue was like a clear coating, and when it's clear like that, that's when you know you can apply that lace. It does have a little bit white, but it's gonna dry eventually. So make sure you get your comb, press it down a little bit, press down that lace. Make sure that it is adhesing and doing its job, because look, that's when this lace is about to be cute. Okay, it's not gonna play, y'all. All right, so make sure that is dry all the way, and you are using that comb and just cutting off excess lace that you do not need for the client. This is just part of the customization of the closure because some lace has to go. So I'm just gonna continue to blow dry, make sure that it is melted as well. So I'm gonna grab the blow dryer as well just to make sure all of this glue is, melted down and dried. So now I'm just pressing it down some more with the comb, and I'm going to go in and sew in the perimeter of this closure. So with this service, sometimes because I move the closure a little bit further up or back, I be having like a little bit space left over in the back. So with this service, we might have to add some more hair in the back just to cover up those tracks. Cause look, y'all see, it's not making no sense right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that once I get done sewing in the perimeter of this closure. Grab that blow dryer again, and we're gonna go to work. Okay, so look, blow dry that hair out. Make sure it's blow dry all the way, because you do not want it to be wet when you grab those flat irons, because it's gonna seep through right through that client's head and burn her. And you're not trying to burn your client, so make sure that you blow dry her hair completely before you start straightening her hair. So this is the last step of the retouch for the closure, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just get my flat iron in between that hair. Lastly, I'm gonna grab the pressing comb as well, just to press it down, because you know the pressing comb helps with the thickness on the top of the closure. Sometimes the hair on a closure has to be trained, so in order to train it, you have to add product and flatten it down with the pressing comb. So that's what I'm about to do. Looking so look, this little part right here came up, and you know what, as a stylist you have to make sure that you got all of what you need to do done properly. Okay, so I decided to add some glue on that side just so that you know it can be down and not up. You know, she came for the service, make sure that she gets a complete service. So that's exactly what I did. Right now I'm just pressing down that glue and doing the remainder of the closure. Right now I'm gonna just do a little flat ironing too. She didn't book for the flat iron, but you know what, I'm just gonna throw the flat iron in there because look, I'm not about to have her walking up out of here looking crazy. So another thing that you need to do as this service, just pluck some more, pluck as much as you have to, make that closure look straight and natural as possible. You know, do as you do when you do your services with your clients that you want to be done to you. So make sure you're doing your thing. The end of the tutorial, Transformational Tuesdays. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Okay, I hope to see y'all soon. See y'all later. Love you. Bye.